Duane Dog Chapman, also known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, is the star of a popular reality show on A&E. Now, last month, he was arrested along with two of his co-stars after his capture of convicted rapist Andrew Luster. This is the guy who is in charge, or the heir to Max Factor. He was in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Dog was released on bail, but is about to be extradited to Mexico, where he faces charges of illegal detention and conspiracy. Bounty hunting apparently is against the law in Mexico. Dog has said that he would rot in a Mexican jail if extradited. 29 congressmen have now sent a letter to Condoleezza Rice to stop it. Here is what I think we need to preface this so you know where I stand. Mexico is not our friend. No matter what anybody tells you, it is a crime-riddled country that is out for its own interests. Representative Tom Tangredo from Colorado. Mexico, Tom, is that a friend or foe?
It's a foe. It's a foe, and I've thought so for a long time. I've told the president of Mexico, I told the head of a ministry down there, called, at that time, by the way, believe it or not, the Ministry for Mexicans Living in the United States. And when he told me what they did and how they, in fact, were pushing their nationals into the United States, helping people break our laws, I told him that I believed it was an act of an aggressor nation, not a friendly nation.
Yeah.
And there are many things that lead us to that conclusion, including, of course, their use of their military to come into the United States and protect drug deals.
Okay. So we have Dog the Bounty Hunter. What the heck is this thing even about?
Well, my guess, and it's only a guess at this point in time, but I think it's got to do with a high-profile exchange. They are going to extradite to the United States, in fact, have a very high-profile drug dealer, and I think this is sort of a quid pro quo. You know, well, we're going to ask somebody to come back because we have been pushing them to extradite. You know, they've got over 3,000 people down there who have murder warrants out on them from California alone that they are essentially hiding.
Yeah.
So I think this is because Dog Chapman is certainly a well-known personality, right. And they're thinking, well, we'll show you. We can do this. We can grab somebody up there and bring him back here for breaking the law. But in fact, you know, he actually was doing what he believed was right. He had a Mexican policeman with him during the course of his investigation down there. The guy took a powder when they went to the jail with Mr. Lester because, frankly, everybody's on the take down there. And the policeman was afraid to go to the police station with Dog.
Well, they knew where Luster was. They knew where the heir of Max Factor was, and it's my understanding that they let him get away with it because he was good for the economy.
You bet your life. He was spreading money all over town. And that's one reason why the policeman was afraid to actually go to the police station with Luster and with the Dog because he knew that there were people down there, at least this is what I am told, he knew that there were people down there who were, you know, benefiting by
right.
Mr. Luster's presence in their town.
Right. So this is a guy. So if anybody doesn't know, this is a guy who was wanted on 86 rapes.
That's right.
Not a good guy. I mean, you come over in Mexico. I just want to put you on alert here. You want to send bounty hunters in and take people who are, you know, wanted for rape and murder, you know, out of our country into yours? We're not going to ask for you to be extradited. You go, girl. You bring them on.
Here's another thing. Again, as I understand the situation, now the charge that they are leveling against Dog Chapman has, even if he is convicted of it, has like a 4-month sentence attached to it. Under our extradition treaty, we do not have to extradite anybody who faces any penalty of less than a year. So the question I have, and the question that I asked the State Department and the Department of Justice now is, why are you doing this? What's the purpose? The guy goes down there and brings back, you know, a criminal that you've just described with 86 rapes on his record. He's now serving 124 years. And Dog Chapman, believe me, does more for meting out justice in the United States than a lot of other departments of justice.
So, Congressman, what's going to happen? Is Connie Rice going to listen to you guys, or is Or are we going to send him down to Mexico?
I don't know, buddy. What can I tell you? All I can do is what I can do. I wrote the letter. I got my colleagues to sign on to it. We have the chairman of the subcommittee, the Judiciary Subcommittee on Immigration, who has signed on to the letter. There are a lot of folks on that letter that are more powerful than I, and perhaps they will pay attention. All I can do is what I can do.
Great. Congressman, thank you very much.
All right.
Back in a minute.
Here you go, Pete. Hey, Pat.
2 years ago, I had a heart